Hello, everybody. Happy March. Dang. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been live. But, life has been lifing on my end. I feel like I come on and say the same thing every time. But this start to the new year, this year, 2026, definitely, it was a lot for me. End of 2025, beginning of 2026, I have been going through a lot. Okay, we're gonna talk more about that. You know, I'm definitely, I'm like, hey, what it is it's ammo for content. Hey, look, I love being able to come on here, share, things that I'm learning, insights that I'm having, and I'm just a regular girl living her regular life, trying to do better, trying to be better, try to become better. But one thing I did feel inspired, I just got my nails done. Y'all like these? Slowly but surely, I'm getting myself back together. I'm like, I had, a season here recently where I was just like, it was tough. Mentally, physically, I was going through some pretty dramatic shifts. And I had to pick up the pieces, and keep moving forward. And like, I am always going to be me. I am always going to do what I do. I'm always going to take care of myself. I'm always going to prioritize myself. I'm always going to, make sure that whatever it is that I'm doing in this life, like, it's of benefit. It's beneficial for me, for my well-being, for my goals, my ambitions, what I'm working towards, and who I ultimately am becoming in the process. So anyway, it's nice and warm today. I'm like, I even think I should open up my sunroof, give myself a little more natural light. It's a beautiful day. Natural face and everything. I just had my eyebrows done. So yeah, it's been trying to fit in all my like self-care appointments, all of my appointments this week. So nails, pedicure, eyebrows, like all the things. Next, y'all will be seeing a new hairdo, new look. So slowly but surely, we're getting it together, okay? Whew. It's so important. So important to take care of yourself. Like, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what it is that you have going on, making sure to take care of yourself, making sure that you look good, making sure that you feel good, making sure that you keep up with, your just self-care, your home, all the things. Hey guys, yay! Hi everybody who's coming in for the live. Love you guys. Appreciate that. Appreciate your presence. Just appreciate your presence. Okay, so thank you, Grace. I appreciate that. I'm like, today is a natural day. Today is like, I'm just trying to get my little self together. So thanks for subscribing, Paris. Appreciate you. So life is too short. And what I mean by this is, in light of everything that I have been dealing with this here, end of 2025, early 2026, it's just been teaching me that life is too short to be, around people who, are just looking for an opportunity to bring you down, just preying on your downfall. Life is too short to be half loved in a relationship or a situationship, or just being in relation with people, whether it be romantic or platonic or whatever the case may be, just being around people who are not, good for you, not good friends, not good partners, who, even secretly resent you, right? Like, who just, they don't treat you the way that you're supposed to be treated. They don't love you the way that you deserve to be loved. And I don't even, saying that is kind of like dicey, because like, what is love? If somebody's treating you a certain way, do they really love you, right? Like, if they're not treating you right, it's all relative. But basically the point is, John said drama isn't worth it at all. 100%. It's not. Life is too short. It is too freaking short. I love being live. You guys are so silly. Okay. You know what? Yeah, we just delete the comments when they don't make sense. So, but life is too short. Like, if you are over here trying to waking up every morning, like dreading going to work, like life is too short to stay in that job. Like, save up your money, make a plan, right? Like, quit and go find something better. You know, there's so many opportunities out here. There's so many people out here. And yeah, you might do something and figure out, hey, actually this isn't for me. You know, I was in a season, or I'm still in a season where you know, financially, I am getting my life together, honey. Paris said, God bless. Love your videos. Keep up the good work and have a good day. Amen. Oh, you're so sweet, Paris. I appreciate you, girl. Yes. God bless you too. And thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing. I love you guys. I am so happy to be back on live. I love going live. But yeah, just I appreciate you understanding, like, you know, life be lifing. We all go through it at times. But it is important to me to just continue to come on live, share my insights, come on YouTube, make videos, and just, you know, also it's important for me because I love to document my journey. And I feel like I am on a journey, as we all are. You know, life is a journey, but I am looking at just, you know, my journey as kind of a progression and just me continuing to be better, continuing to learn, continuing to make better decisions and just do more and be better. And, you know, that in every way, like better health, better body, better finances, right? Like more money, more life experiences, more, you know, rich, just energy and, you know, lifestyle and even relationships, like better relationships, more love, more light, more everything. Like, I mean, when you want it all, you like, we all deserve to have it all. We're not meant to live this life. I fully believe we're not meant to live this life and not experience the best of the best. And unfortunately, a lot of our mindsets are programmed to, you know, only kind of like be at this limitation. Like, we've got those limiting beliefs that keep us here, when really, like, our potential is supposed to be like, you know, bust the ceiling wide open. We have so much potential to live like so beautifully and so well and so just have so much more, you know, than we allow ourselves to. And so I think that is really the work in this life, is to, you know, continue to level up, you know, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, like to experience that, you know. Paris says life goes in dark ways, but Jesus will always look over us and have protection around the world. Yes. Yes, ma'am. I am a Christian, grew up Christian. So I fully hear what you're saying. I think like nowadays I'm definitely more kind of spiritually attuned to just everything in my life. Like, I think everything means I assign meaning to everything. And you guys, I do have a series on my channel also about cycle syncing. That's something that I also do because as a woman, right? Like, your cycle with the things that you experience throughout the month on your monthly cycle and every phase, you know, there's 4 different, you know, phases to your cycle. It's very telling to the things that you're experiencing internally. So it's just very important to like be attuned to those things. But yeah, life is super short when you really break it down, right? We, you know, in the Bible, they say 100 years. How many people live to be 100? Not that many. If you're blessed enough, you'll live 100 years, you know, or more. But how many of those years are you going to have really to like fully enjoy life to the maximum? Hopefully, you know, we're going to say like 80 to 90 of those years, you know, a full 100, you know, to a certain degree. Obviously, in your old age, there are certain things that you're not going to want to do, or you're not going to be able to do, versus when you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s even. So maximizing this life, like actually thinking like, okay, time is truly of the essence. Thank you, Paris. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, girl. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh. But this life is short. It is too short to be dealing with some BS, dealing with some nonsense, dealing with people, places, things. I mean, your time is your most valuable possession in this life. And what you give your time and second your attention to is, it matters the most. Money, you can always make more money. You can always, figure it out. Okay? You can take a loan out, right? You can make payments to pay for something. Money is, I would say, that's not the number one thing. There's so many, like, we could talk about money in a whole other video, but that's not even the point of the video. Money is something that is a renewable resource, okay? We work, we make money, we do different things, we have different streams of where income can flow. Somebody could give you money. Money is out here for the taking. Money is there. Not even that. You could get a discount. When I just got my nails done, I'm such a loyal person. Maybe it's the Aries in me, but I'm a loyal girly when it comes to, I go to the same nail salon. I have the same nail techs. I go to the same place to get my eyebrows done. I have the same people to do my hair. I shop at some of the same places when I'm shopping for certain things. I'm just that type of girl. I love to shop. I'll shop different places, but as far as my appointments and my people, I call my glam squad, if you will, right? I keep it pretty much to the same people. I am loyal to my people. I'm down, to a fault, probably. But not too bad. They look out for me. As long as they are oh yeah, we got that relationship. So they gave me a discount on my nails, and she'll do that, from time to time or whatever. And I love it when they do that, because it's I'll just give that money back to you in a tip. Great. Hey, I got the service done, and I get to tip you more. It's awesome. Same thing happened to me when I was out at dinner the other night. The bartender, I had him make me a drink, special, and he didn't even charge me for my first drink, because I got two. And I was oh great, I can just give you that money now. And I'm I'll be back. I'm happy. You're happy. I'm happy. We're all, in this together. So, yeah. But back to the video. All right. I guess the topic of the video. We've been in the video this whole time. But yeah, no, life is just too short. It is too short to stay in a job where you are not being treated right. You are not being appreciated. You are stressed. You are, dreading going in every day. You have to put yourself first. Life is too short to stay in a relationship where, same thing, you're not being treated right, you're not being respected, appreciated. What you're saying is 1 ear, one out, in 1 ear, out the other, is what I meant to say. This person doesn't have any regard for you and your feelings, and it's their actions are speaking, louder than whatever words are coming out of their mouth. They're showing you how they really feel about you, and you're sitting over there trying to make things work. Life is too short for that. Time to wake up. Time to think about what is actually going to benefit you, and what do you really want in this life. It's 2026. We already know there's some things we already know. We should know. Or, there's certain mistakes that we should not be making at this time, because we already done been through, you know what I'm saying? All of this. So it's time to stop being broke. And hey, please, I'm talking to myself. It's time to stop misappropriating, misusing your funds. Yes, your funds, and putting yourself in a position where you are financially desperate or financially in a bad situation, not able to do the things that you need to do, taking care of your responsibilities, because of one reason or another. It's just, for me, I know that I have had seasons where I've been very good and very responsible financially, and I've had other seasons where I have completely been irresponsible, and I've had messes where I've needed to clean up. Honestly speaking, I'm in that season right now. I am cleaning up my messes. I have been working so hard, you guys. That's part of the reason I have not really been feeling like making videos. It's like, I have been working, I have been hustling, and I'm still on it because I want to, my birthday's in April, I want to make sure that I get to my birthday and I am seeing progress in certain areas of my life. One of those definitely being financial, but all areas just about of my life. I have, specific goals where I'm like, okay, no, I'm not going to be, I'm not saying I'm going to be a millionaire or I'm going to be like debt free or whatever in a month's time. I mean, that would be great, but that's not what I'm talking about. I am just looking to get some things in order that I have allowed irresponsibly, I'll admit, to go in disarray. And part of that is because I have been going through kind of this transition period. Truly, when they say like 2025 being the year of the snake, I 100% see that. I can feel that. I think in my life, I was definitely, especially career wise and, in other areas as well, but definitely career, letting go of one season and transitioning into another. And for me, I do not see myself as like my future self. I do not see myself as an employee. Like, I don't. I see myself, as much as I go back and forth and I see, there's so many things that I'm interested in, right? Like as far as work and education and things of that nature. And there's so many things that I think I could be good at doing. But at the end of the day, my heart I've always been a businesswoman at heart. And so kind of working through that as a teacher, which if you know anything about being in education and being a teacher, it's funny, some people talk about that as like, oh, it's like a cult almost, because they kind of make you feel like, oh, you're doing God's work, like you're so amazing and you're here and you're dealing with so much, ish, and it's like, oh, but you can't really do anything else, or like this is like where you're supposed to be, this is a calling. And anyway, that's like a whole other video as well. Paris says, yes, girl, I understand life is short, but that's why we need to appreciate being even in this life and having a good life, having food and water and supplies to live. Yes, 100%. And those are, our basic needs. Like 100% be grateful, but also understand that life gets to be so, so good. Like, be grateful and appreciative, right? Like of everything we have. Even when I was in my teaching job, like I was super grateful for that. I am sweating, guys. Oh my God, it's so warm today. I didn't want to turn on my car because I didn't want to have like the Bluetooth or whatever linked, but we'll deal with that in a second if it happens. Hopefully it does. Here, let's see. Okay, I think I made a mistake here. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Hopefully you can hear me. Can y'all still hear me? Hopefully you can. Okay. But yeah. I'm like, why did I just do that? I think I just made a mistake. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Yeah. So hopefully you guys can still hear me. But yeah. So somebody says Christians are promised a good life here. They are not promised a good life here. They are promised life. Well, that's up to the individual. You don't have to have a good life if you don't want to have a good life. That's my philosophy. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian or not. Your life is fully dependent upon you and what you do with your life. I believe that we all have the potential to live amazing, have amazing lives, have everything that we fully want. What do people mostly want in this life? They want financial stability and to be able to, you know, have the finances to live comfortably, have a good life, provide for their families. Okay. We want health. We want to be able to have a good quality of life. We don't want to be sickly, right? Okay. We want, you know, fulfillment, right? In relationships, we want companionship. We want fulfilling work that we do in this life. We want to be able to essentially help other people, right? Most people, like, that's the essence of what we want. Most people are not out here clamoring for, you know, all the power and all the this. Like, yes, some people feel that way, but for majority of us, like, that's mostly what we want as a people, as humans in this life. And so I think that is fully attainable. And this year, we talked about 2025 being the year of the snake, shedding those things that were not for us, kind of. And I think for me, the end of last year was very dramatic when it came to that. I think God made it so that I had to put an end to certain things, certain relationships, the job that I was in. It had to end like that for me, because it forced me to not be able to go back to that, which those things were not for me anyways. So coming into 2026, it was a very tough transition initially, but it had to be that way, because this year is the year where I need to, and I'm supposed to, accelerate, you know, and do things that I have been wanting to do for a minute, but I haven't fully allowed myself to be immersed and be able to do this for myself. So, you know, and yeah, maybe there's even some fear there. But back to the title of the video, life is too short. It's too short. You might try something, you might fail, you might be great, you might be not so great. It might take you some time to work on a skill to actually be good in that skill. That's life. That's life. We go through so many transitions in this life. This life is actually quite, if you make it that way, it can be quite vast. It can be quite amazing. It can be quite diverse as far as what it is that you are doing, what you have, you know, the experiences, the things that you get to create, and the experiences that you have. But it is too short to spend years of your life, months of your life, sometimes even weeks of your life dealing with something that is not bringing you closer to what you truly want, what is truly for you in this life, or bringing you, you know, just sadness, you know, just emptiness. And a lot of us are in survival mode. Sometimes we do feel like, oh, I have to stay in this job, or I have to stay in this relationship because of XYZ ABC reason. Children could be involved, other people's, a lot, you know, situation, whatever, well-being, whatever the case may be involved. But a lot of the times it's fear as well, right? Survival mode. And talking about someone, I have a video that I'm editing actually about getting out of survival mode, because that's where I'm at right now. Getting out of survival mode. I think I have definitely experienced life in that mode as an adult, and then I've also experienced not being in that position as an adult. And I think for me, there's a few things kind of that go into that, right? But a lot of it being, you know, financial, mental, right? Keeping yourself in a certain mindset, in a mind frame where, yeah, you're just surviving. You're living to, you know, do kind of the basic things, provide for yourself on the basic level. Make sure that you are able to make it from day to day. You know, you may not be getting the best sleep. You may be working extremely hard for not enough pay, right? Out of fear and being in survival mode. Okay, so Yusuf says, oh, hi. Yes, love going live. Appreciate y'all. So That's really all I wanted to say, okay? The live is about 25 minutes long, and yeah. I'm just a girl sitting in my car, just got my manicure, had some thoughts I wanted to share with you guys, and I'm living life. I'm learning, I'm growing, and I want to be able to come on and share that with you all. If it helps someone, if it makes you feel like you're not alone in whatever it is you're going through, or if it, motivates anybody, or if it inspires anybody, or if it's just a message that you needed to hear as well. That's been something that's super heavy on my heart. Life is too short. You might feel like bad to end certain things or to move on from certain things, but you are the only one who has to live your life and live with your decisions and live with the consequences of those decisions. So it might feel bad, or you might feel guilty, but what is it? I think diving deep into those emotions is really important, because the other people in your life are also focusing on themselves and what's beneficial for themselves. Nobody else is, again, going to have to live with the decisions that you made for yourself in your life. Nobody is going to live your life but you. Consider that. Consider that. You have to. You have to. And I think a lot of us, especially as women, we live for other people. We live to, make other people feel good and happy and, okay and safe, and make sure they have what they need. But you cannot, if you live for others, you can't then blame them after the fact that, oh, you gave so much, you did so much for them, and now you are suffering. You can't justifiably, do that, because that's your decision to make. Don't do that to yourself, okay? That's one thing that I have, really, really come to learn and really come to see, is you've got to put yourself first. That truly is what self-love is all about. And if, the situation, the person, the circumstance is not beneficial, hey, sorry, but I'm also not sorry, because I've got to do what's best for me at the end of the day. Otherwise, I'm the one who's going to have to pay for it, and I have to live with myself for the rest of my life. You, this other person over here, if they truly do love you, they should support you doing what's best for you as well, right? And if they don't, then oh well, let it go. That wasn't for you anyways, right? So anyways, guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I will see you in the next video. Be blessed. And yeah, life is too short. Life is too short. Just understand that, take that with you and make decisions for yourself and for your life from that point of view. Your time is valuable. Don't waste it, and don't take it for granted. Bye. See you in the next one. Oh, they changed it. Okay. Now I'm like, okay, I really haven't been live since they made this update. Bye, guys.